What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and we have Sneak Peek 3, and a lot of our suspicions have come to fruition, my friends. Sneak Peek 3, greetings, agents. It's a CM fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Before leading mutant kind to Krakoa, their leader embraced his powers in a classic look, revisit his famous attire with even more powerful mind control abilities. What? Leader of the mutants. So let's watch this. Nice. The Institute. Alright, cool. Looky, looky. And there's all the X-Men. All their classic looks. Nice. Very, very cool. I noticed how they put Storm's newest uniform on there, which is pretty damn cool. So it is confirmed, my friends. It is an Illuminati update. We have Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, and now Professor X. And what do they have all in common? It's the Illuminati. This is freaking cool. So they're taking looks from different runs and putting them all together, which is pretty damn cool. And Professor X is already an insane monster. And I actually went ahead and got his gears all up to 25. And I do have him ready to tier 3. The only thing holding me back is this suspicion that Mephisto, who is a blast type, will come in a mid-month patch. However, I'll probably end up just tier 3ing this guy anyways because I've wanted to for a long time. And now that I know his classic look, guys, I know a lot of us, like, we love this look. This is freaking awesome, right? But the classic look in the wheelchair is really where it's at when it comes to Professor X. And they're saying his mind abilities will be even stronger. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. How cool would it be if you could use his mind control in World Boss Legends? Now, they probably won't do that, right? Because the World Boss Legends debuff all that stuff. But how freaking amazing would that be? That would be freaking nuts. That would be so cool. And it would be only fitting to have the leader of the X-Men, Professor X, be the one that has that capability. I think that would be awesome. Even though in the comics, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to mind control Null and Mephisto, it still would be freaking cool. And he actually does have a pretty amazing kit. I mean, his passive, you increase mind damage by 20%. The one, decrease mind blast and mind resist. All this is just another form of mind control. The two, more mind control, more or less. I'm just going to say mind control is that mind blast. The third skill gives the increased all attack by 25%, which is really good. I mean, he actually has a really amazing kit already. He's got the 10% decrease of mind resistance that stacks up to 40%. And then you got the mind blast, of course, the mind control. And the fifth skill is his money maker, which is crazy. You can move it while using the skill. It's got a freaking heal. It's got mind control. It's got silence. It removes active buffs. It's got damage accumulation based on how much damage you deal, plus 1% damage accumulation, which is massive. And then he's got the immunity to mind damage. And his tier 3 actually has the mind control as well, the mind blast. It's got the penetration. It's got invincibility. It has increased damage by 20% for one attack. And again, I probably will tier 3 this guy, but look at my build, right? I got no Urus on this guy. I got a stage 6 Power Band Hawk set. I got a mind damage critical rate with 180% damage proc, right? And of course, no uniform. And something to think about is when he does get a uniform, he's going to get a massive stat bump. And we already know how strong he is. He's freaking ridiculous. Not to mention that this guy also has the leadership tag. So he can take full advantage of White Fox at 60% damage dealt to supervillains and the all attack if you have the uniforms, or 65% damage to supervillains if you have the newest uniform. That's crazy. Now, that's only going to work in regular World Boss, but if she ever gets an awakening, a transcendent skill, you're going to be able to take advantage of that in the World Boss Legends. Professor X is a blast type, so if you do fight Mephisto, at least they'll be on a level playing field, which is pretty cool. I'm almost tempted to tier 3 him right now, but I'm still going to hold off on him a little bit. So in the last video, you all saw me crafting my cards. I ended up getting kind of crapped on in that run on the Baby Spider card. And I told you all, once I got enough of these cubes, I was going to lock these two stats and go ahead and try to re-roll the crowd control time, the mind resist, the fire resist, and the critical rate in hopes to get a blue star. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. Now I got 2 of these cable cards. I'm going to go ahead and put one of them in there. And we're going to see if we get lucky. And then we'll talk a little bit more about Professor X. I kind of want to put both of these things in this video. Now 2 birds with 1 stone. Wish me luck, my friends. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Be a blue, be a blue, be a blue, be a blue. Yes! Yes! All right. All right. So now we have another blue stat. We have extra 2% Pierce. Unfortunately, the stats in the red are total trash, which is a real bummer. Really, I'd rather have some dodge, some max HP, but still, I got that 2% Pierce, and I still actually have that 2% concentration, which is pretty dope. So right now, I am running 6% Pierce, which is pretty damn cool. So what could they do for Professor X? I know I kind of jumped back and forth here, but what could they do for Professor X? Well, I mean, they're definitely going to keep this damage accumulation. I mean, they could bump it up. They could make it stronger. The one bad thing about Professor X is he has this long cooldown on this skill, which doesn't exactly make him proc friendly. However, even now, he is insane. So I'm going to show you all a run against Ebony when I had 4% Pierce with this build that I have right now. So let's jump into the action. Let's rock and roll. So this is how crazy Professor X is already at tier 2 with no Urus and 180% damage proc. We are using White Fox leadership, and we're also using Nimrod. And we're using Nimrod because whenever he strikes, whenever you're using him on the team up here, he'll use his force skill, which is going to apply 100% all defense down with White Fox's leadership, which is insane, my friends. And with 4% Pierce, again, this run was when I had 4% Pierce, and I did have about 96% energy attack on my cards, which is a lot, I know, but still pretty damn impressive. Again, I was really tempted just to go ahead and tier 3 him, and if you all would like me to tier 3 him to see what he could do with this build, maybe with 6% Pierce, I would be happy to do that. But look at him go, you know. And something else that's really nice about Professor X right now is he has great movement speed. Now, I'm actually really curious as when he gets that wheelchair, is he going to have the same kind of movement speed? I mean, he is on wheels, right? He is on wheels, right? You know, he'd be like Speed Racer X, right? He'd be moving around all over the screen. That would be freaking funny as hell, and it would be so cool, right? It would be so cool. And I'm actually really interested to see how they're going to have his animations. You know, whenever he's in the wheelchair, he pretty much just puts his fingers on his head and he just kind of closes his eyes, or, you know, looks at his target and he just kind of focuses on what he wants to control, right? You know, controlling their mind, making them think whatever thoughts. I'm actually very interested to see what they're going to do with them. I mean, they definitely need to probably either buff him up, give him a little bit better buffs. I mean, right now he's got a 25% all attack, right? It'd be really nice if they gave him a little bit higher attack buff, you know, like 40%, which we've come to expect from a lot of characters these days. But I mean, he's already got a pretty solid kit, and I would really love to see them decrease the cooldown. I would really love to see them make him more proc friendly. I mean, this is a character that you actually get from the Danger Room, and you can always get from the Danger Room currently. And I mean, look at him melt, you know. I mean, with the 100% all defense down and the 4% Pierce, it really is a massive combination. And really, this team is just nuts in itself. I mean, if you have Nimrod, if you have that uniform, you're going to be murdering, my friends. Booyah! The other thing about Professor X is he does have a okay leadership. It's not the best in all honesty. I mean, apply to mutant allies, a 20% increase of all attack. Everybody really thought that should be better. And that's something else they could do. They could actually change his leadership and make him a whole lot stronger, which I think would be freaking fantastic, and buff up other mutants. Mutants like Gambit, Rogue, who are already freaking insane for World Boss Legend. That would be pretty damn cool and would be a sweet thing to see from Netmarble, especially for Professor X, you know. So like increasing his leadership, giving him some more attack buffs, lowering his cooldowns to make him more proc friendly. All of these things would make him a lot better than what he is. You know, keep his movement speed. I mean, again, I think that would be freaking funny as hell to see him in a wheelchair, just scooting all over the place. I think that would be awesome, you know, have his hands moving. Well, actually, his wheelchair is automatic, I believe. You know, knowing that this is an Illuminati update, this is so freaking cool. 3 existing tier 3s. And even though Professor X is the hardest one to get, because you have to get him from the danger room, this is fantastic, right? No pun intended to Mr. Fantastic. But I mean, you got Iron Man so far with the Superior Iron Man suit. You got Mr. Fantastic with the Maker suit. And now you have Professor X in his classic look. How amazing is this update churning out? This could be probably the best update of the year. This is freaking amazing, my friends. And, you know I'm hyping it up quite a bit, but I can't help it. This is exciting stuff. These are 3 massive, massive characters in Marvel and 3 beloved characters by the fan base. So let me know how y'all feeling about Professor X getting his classic look and having this Illuminati update, and what else will be coming in the future. And I do stream on Twitch at Reset Sunday through Thursday. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.